Hey y'all, today I'm going to be making one of my favorite lentil dishes. Right, it's super easy to make. It's my first time recording it, so please bear with me. But what I have here to make this delicious lentil recipe that my wife actually showed me how to do, just kind of like tweaked it on my own, is a pound of lentils. I have some Guinness non-alcoholic draft. I don't know, zero point 0.0. It's pretty delicious. I have this Saria Brewing Company Indie Wave non-alcoholic beer. It's super floral and delicious. I have a couple of onions, yellow onions I like to use. These weren't very big, so I went ahead and grabbed two. Most of the time I only use one. Some fresh garlic cloves that I'll be doing here shortly. I have some diced tomatoes and tomato juice. I have some carrots, some coconut milk. I have curry powder right here. I have some curry powder and some ground red pepper or cayenne powder and some bay leaves and of course bougie salt. Right, gotta have some kosher salt in the salt cellar. So what I've done is I use Instapot. Right. So we had one for quite a while, never used it, and then once I came back from southern Kurdistan, which is in what many know as northern Iraq, I realized I was like, look, I'm kind of missing out on some deliciousness going on. Having like fresh beans and stuff like that for protein. So busted out the Instapot after looking at some stuff on YouTube, and I was like, realized that I could do this. So kind of cool. Let's see, I just open it up and I need the pan. All right, so what I like to do whenever I do this, right, super simple, super easy. Just take the lentils straight from the bag, and I'm going to open it up and put it straight in to the pot. Right? I don't rinse or anything like that. I just kind of, I guess, I gamble with it. I'm a little bit of a gambler. But so far, I have not experienced any rocks or anything crazy like that. Really don't experience any crazy gas or anything like that caused from not rinsing your lentils, but there we go. So once I do that, I'm gonna grab a measuring cup really quick so I can kind of see what's going on. Right, I will go ahead and go with the Guinness. Right, so what I'm gonna do is add a cup of Guinness. So as you may already know, when you're pouring beer, kind of like tilt the cup a little bit because it's all nice and foamy, and want to have more liquid than foam because I'm using this for a lot of flavor. Let's get about a cup-ish or so in there. Dump it into the pot. The rest I'm going to take a drink. So if you need to fast forward through this part, go for it. Dude, that's good. Delicious. Okay. So, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a couple carrots. Let's say 4 carrots. I'll take some of those guys straight out of the package here. And I'm going to cut those up, right? Kind of, just really, just kind of chunky, you know what I mean? I don't know what you call it. For the term, I can't think of it, but just kind of nice and wholesome. I don't drop one. I don't like peel them or anything like that. And just kind of like throw them in So what the carrots do is it kind of gives it a nice sweetness to the delicious lentils. This is like my first time doing a YouTube video as well, so please bear with me. But definitely gonna say, God bless Texas, right? Having some amazing weather, and today it's cold, and therefore I knew I gotta have some lentils today, because that's my go-to. But I'll literally eat this stuff like once a week. But so I'm in the Army, and I've been out observing advisor teams for the last week or so. So I've been like super busy. Haven't had a chance to like really cook anything. Now I'm gonna cut up some onions. Right, yellow onions. Just kind of like chop it, choppy chops. I'm not a chef by any means, so if there's a smoother way, easier way to like cut an onion and get through all the like the kind of like hard skin, I am all ears. I'll pay attention to that. Maybe I should YouTube that or Google it. I don't know. So, kind of a big clean as you go person, but that time I just kind of threw it on the ground. All right, so once I like chop everything, I get a nice handle on it, because these knives are actually pretty sharp. I don't want to cut myself, especially on TV. That would be bad. So, how was everyone's day today? Right? Hopefully it was good. So, I've been vegan for since June of about August of 2020. So it's been a great journey. I feel pretty good. I don't really miss out on meat too much. However, the other day, the rest of my family had some chicken tenders from, oh man, where was it? It was from Wingstop, right? That's probably like the most tempted I've been in a long time, and I caved, right? Took a bite of the chicken wing or chicken tender or whatever it was, and it was all right. But I also kind of realized like I don't really like chicken as much as I used to. So there's that. I guess all in all, I'm saying is not really worth it, but it's shouldn't like beat myself up over it. Being a vegan isn't necessarily moral for me. It's more of a health issue, right? And I guess maybe some of it could become a moral issue, but not really. I don't knock people that eat meat. I don't necessarily think of the like beef and pork and stuff like that as a being, but it is for those that believe it, but also believe that animals were put on the earth for our use. If basically want to make them work or use them for food, then that's what they're here for, according to my beliefs. So if you don't agree, please don't cancel me. I'm just getting started, but that's okay. We can have the dialogue. I suppose that's what's great about this country, right? Get the dialogue. So there's a lot of quiet parts in this video, and it's not really uncomfortable. I guess you can only kind of see like what I'm doing. For those of you that are chefs, you probably be freaking out of the way that I'm cutting things. You'd be like, why is he doing it that way? It's so dumb. But yeah, I'm not a chef, so here we go. This onion is kicking my butt right now. Giving me the tears. I remember cutting onions for my grandma, Minus. She'd always have us put a piece of bread in our mouth as we cut. You know, it's like a slice of bread. I'm sorry, you know, just like straight out of the bag, and just kind of like have that hanging out. That was the trick that she used to help us get through the tear part of cutting onions. It worked, right? Remember, probably a couple months ago, my wife was cutting some onions, and it was also kind of kicking her butt. So I gave her a slice of bread to help out, and she said it did. So I don't know the science behind that, but maybe it works. Right, so. Yeah, man, I'm totally a rustic kind of cutter. No real like rhyme or reason behind it. And like the way that I go, get some nice pretty pieces and some not so pretty pieces. Alright, so let me kind of show you what's up here. Alright, so this is what I have going on right now. All dumped in there. It's looking good, smelling good. Okay, so now we need garlic. Where in the hell is that? Oh, here we go. So I'm going to show you this pretty cool little trick. I'm not sure if those of you have seen it yet or not, but my wife showed me, and it's kind of like one of those, I was today years old whenever I learned this. So here's my garlic clove, right? So the garlic piece in there, and then so I take a butter knife and jam it into a clove, right? What? It just pulls right out, no skin or anything. So do that to a few more pieces. I love garlic, so probably gonna get that going. Get a couple more slices in there. Oh man, so good. So as you see, I don't really have any like a recipe per se, but I can give you like the ingredients, but don't really know sizes. I do kind of keep track of the liquid, as you see that I dumped a cup of the non-alcoholic Guinness into it. That's just because I don't really want it soupy, but that's not to say that it hasn't come out soupy before, because it has, you know. So I guess that's the nature of the beast when I don't measure anything. So my wife's a really amazing cook, and she gets a lot of recipe requests quite frequently, and you know, there isn't really anything you can do. I know whenever I used to make Mexican rice all the time, which is a recipe kind of like handed down by my Mimo, who made really great Mexican rice. You know, she didn't use really a recipe either. You know, it's kind of like, this is roughly what I put in. So enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't always consistent, but it was delicious, right? The taste was there. I think that I'm cool with that. So a funny thing about my lentils, right? My lovely neighbors next door, they're just like, dude, when are you making that? Because it's delicious, right? So I know they're going to be super happy whenever I bring them a bowl today. Especially Taylor. She's a super fan, and so is Vic. Vic loves my lentils. All right, so a couple more chops of the garlic. And that should be just about it. So my friends went to Urban Ernie's yesterday in Copper's Cove. They have a salad bar, right? So I was like, yes. All you can eat, too. Brand new restaurant, if you don't know. Sorry, I drink a lot of coffee, too. Yeah, so Urban Ernie's is a brand new restaurant in Copper's Cove. If you haven't checked it yet. Okay, so so now I'm going to add some coconut milk, right? Picked this stuff up from the commissary the other day. I'm just going to dump in the whole can, right? And that's going to give it its creaminess, right? Love coconut milk. I don't ever use the light kind. I have used the sweetened kind in a pinch, but you know, it basically makes it taste like a pina colada. So, not good. Sorry, I'm gonna enjoy this cream. Oh my god, it's so good. Delicious. But there's a brand that Target has. That coconut milk is amazing. And this is really good too. I haven't used this brand yet. My god. Amazing. Okay, so I dump in the whole can of coconut milk, and now I'm going to take our diced tomatoes. I've used stewed tomatoes before. This diced tomatoes helps with gives it some acid, right? Which is super good. All right. So next, I'm going to go bay leaf, right? It's something my daughter suggested that I put in it. So it's nothing my wife ever said, I don't think, as far as the bay leaf goes. But gonna do it for her. Just grab a couple bay leaves, throw it in there. I don't know what a bay leaf does, but it's in there. All right, so now this curry. This curry I picked up from Sam's Club. It's salt-free, but I really like it. It has a good flavor to it, so now I just kind of like curry the hell out of it. Get lots of curry into it, right? It's going to make it taste delicious. And then for the spice, I'm going with some cayenne. Shake that up nice and good. Shake it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like it to have a little bite to it. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to go bougie salt. Don't ever be afraid of the salt. Kind of need it. I don't know how much that is, but it's in there. Okay, so now, next thing we're going to do water. So I'm going to go over to the fridge here. This is nice and filtered. So I'm going to add, I think, oh shit, that's ice. Okay, here we go. Here's water. I know you can't see me when we go in there, so I have my measuring cup. I think I'm going to add 5 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And I'm back. All right, sorry about that. Oh, you didn't miss me. So then I'm going to stir it a little bit. This guy, kind of like get everything going. But now, like, you know, it's beans, so I can just kind of taste it, see where we're at. Okay. I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. So then I drop in the Instapot. I'm gonna check my little venting, sealing, venting. So we're gonna seal it. Get that all nice and set. And I'm gonna hit bean and chili. Set for an hour. And that's gonna be it. Right? It's gonna do its thing. And away it goes. We'll pull it out in about an hour and a half. See how it goes. I'll add the results. I will add the results later.